A weaker
Please
dynamic
mention the
affection.
aphorism number 26 as it is from the organon. Don't give the
Okay,
explanation.
ma'am, aphorism 26.
Hmm.
A weaker dynamic affection is
Hmm.
permanently extinguished in the
Hmm.
living organism by a stronger one
Hmm.
if the latter, whilst differing in kind, is
Hmm.
very similar to the former in its manifestations.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'm Anjali.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
can I?
Ma-
Kajal
Anjali
Vani.
is giving answer. Just wait. Huh.
A weaker
Kajal ma'am.
dynamic affection is
What I'm
permanently
saying, Anjali is giving the answer. Please wait. Huh. Anjali.
a weaker dynamic affection is
Hmm.
permanently established in the living organism by
Hmm.
stronger one
Hmm.
if latter is very similar to the former in its manifestation.
Okay. Kajal. Kajal.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. Now tell.
A a weaker dynamic affection is
Hmm.
permanently extinguished
Hmm.
in the living organism by a
Hmm.
stronger one
Hmm.
if the latter, while differing kind, is very similar to the former in its manifestation.
Okay. So this
बोला
26
ना सर.
aphorism. What happened, Vallabh? Hello?
नो मॅम,
Okay.
नाही काही नाही झाले.
Okay. So this 26 aphorism is also known as nature's law of cure, and it is also known as therapeutic law of cure. The question may be the like this ki they will be asked in the form of nature's law of cure or the homeopathic law of cure or the homeopathic law of nature. So they can be asked in any way, but the answer will be the same. That is the 26th aphorism. So the law of cure or the nature's law of cure, it is depend upon the natural experiments, observations by Dr. Kent, Dr. Hahnemann, sorry. Hahnemann first observed all the things, then he discovered the similia similibus curenta, that is the first cardinal principle. With the help of this law, and hence it is known as law of therapeutic. The therapeutic means which is useful for the treatment of the person, the treatment of that patient, and hence it is known as a law of therapeutic. It is equally important to that of the cardinal principles. He did not discover the law of similar, but he also discovered the application of the art of healing. He also introduced how to treat the person if he is having the some natural diseases. So in this way he has given us the law, and the law is a weaker dynamic affection, that means a natural disease that can be permanently extinguished. He has not used the word only extinguish, but he used the word permanently. So permanently it is extinguished, as it is mentioned in the second aphorism also. If you want the ideal cure in the patient, it should be a complete and a permanent annihilation of the disease. And the same word he used here, that is the permanent extinguish in the living organism by a stronger one. So hence he follow here again the first cardinal principle, that is the similia similibus curenta. Ki if you want to remove the weaker affection, if you want to remove the natural disease, you have to be stronger than that of the disease, and for that strongerness we are giving the potentized medicine. Hence, that potentized medicine will produce a stronger disease, and that will overcome the weaker natural affection or the weaker natural disease. समझा यहाँ तक? This is the first line. Have you got this?
Yes,
Okay. Now the second line is that if the latter means the artificial disease which will be produced by your medicine. Who is this A? Capital A. Okay, let it be. So the latter means the artificial disease which is a stronger, and this artificial disease will produce by the medicine. So 2s I always mention it in the lecture ki the 2s should be remembered in the second year. So one is the stronger and the second one is the
Ma'am, excuse me.
hmm,
Ma'am, capital A Aisha है. She's saying कि she has been on wait because उसका disconnect हो गया था.
अच्छा अच्छा एक minute.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am.
Ask her to join again because now she is not in a waiting room.
Okay, ma'am, I'll ask her.
So the 2s should be remembered in the second year, that is a similar and second one is a stronger. So if your medicine is similar and if your potency is a stronger one, then that of the natural disease, then this will give the benefit and this will be helpful for the cure of the patient. And hence this aphorism is very important. Either the question will come you for the 5 or the 10 marks for regarding this, but every time the question comes for the 26th aphorism. Every paper, if you see the last year papers, every time they are asking about the nature's law of cure. And in the Viva examination also, the examiner will ask you about this 26th aphorism, because the organon will not be complete unless and until there is a question from the 26th aphorism. Is it clear now? 26th aphorism: a weaker dynamic affection, that is a natural disease, it should be a permanently extinguished in the living organism by the stronger one. The stronger one is nothing but the medicinal disease, which is the artificial disease, and it should be of similar character like that of the former. If it is a dissimilar, then what will happen, that we will see afterward. So here we are, what we are doing, we are producing similar disease plus stronger disease in that organism, so that that weaker will be overcome by the stronger one. So in the tug of war, we know if there are the two teams, the one is stronger, one is weaker, and that's why the stronger always wins. Sorry. And similar thing we will find in the nature. The natural disease will be overcome by a stronger medicinal disease. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we will take the examples again. Sorry. So these examples are divided. Please be on mute. Please be on mute. I am having lot of coryza. So these examples are divided into the three parts: physical aspect, moral aspect, and the disease aspect. So I have explained on that day all the three patterns, but I think nobody has opened that link, and because nobody is giving the answer. So again I am repeating, but in short, I will not read that footnote again. So in the physical, so that examples that we have seen, that is the example of Jupiter, example of crying of that relatives of the army, then the example of the coffee, example of Germans, example of the offensive smell. So all these examples that we have seen in the footnote of the 26th aphorism, it is divided into the three parts: physical, moral, and the disease aspect. So the physical में आएगा. First one is the Jupiter. What is the example of that Jupiter? Can anybody explain what is given in that example? Why I am asking to you, why I am emphasizing on this? Because if the question is on the nature's law of cure or the therapeutic law of cure, you have to write all the examples as it is from the book. You cannot add the another examples. That's why I am asking. What is the example of that Jupiter?
Ma'am,
Jupiter
Nusrat here, can I
is
try?
from the gaze of the beholder.
Ma'am, ma'am, the example questions why a person is not able to see the Jupiter in early dawn, and it is because of the light, मतलब approaching day का जो light होता है, it acts on the optic nerve, उसके वजह से a person cannot see Jupiter clearly.
Yes, because sunlight जो आएगा during the daytime, it will be a more stronger than the Jupiter. So here stronger हो गया daylight and weaker हो गया Jupiter. So if you are comparing with the 26th aphorism, the Jupiter will be a natural disease and the daylight will be a artificial disease that you will produce by the medicine. So the brilliant Jupiter will be vanishes from our gaze, from our optic nerve of that beholder, because the sun rays or the daylight, it is much more stronger, that will be affect your optic nerve, and you can only see the light of that sun. You will not able to see the Jupiter light. So here we can compare. The second example which is given in the physical aspect, that is the offensive smell. That what he used to remove that offensive smell, what is the stronger thing here? If there is a offensive smell in a room or in particular area, what stronger thing you can use to remove that offensive smell? What thing they have used? No, which
Ma'am,
word?
snuff.
Snuff, correct. So they use the snuff which will be act on your olfactory nerve. So first example is related to the optic nerve. Second example is related to the olfactory nerve. So the offensive smell can be extinguished by using the snuff, which affect your olfactory nerve in a similar manner. Both are related to the smell. Both will act on the olfactory nerve. And hence यहाँ पे जो exam aphorism में दिया है, they should be of the latter is very similar to the former in its manifestation. So their sources should be the same. So both are acting on the olfactory nerve, and the second one will be a stronger one, and hence that snuff can remove the offensive smell from that particular room. And here he has given ki no sugared cake distribution, because distribution of the cake will not be act on your olfactory nerve. We have to do something that will be in a similar kind, and hence we have to use the snuff there. Distribution of the cake, it will only act on the brain, but it will not act on the olfactory nerve, and hence it should be of similar character. The third example that is given, that is a battle. In the battlefield, the piteous cries of the wounded shoulder, their cry should not be heard by the bystander, and hence here which nerve we are talking about, which part of our body we are talking, or what is the manifestation
Hearing.
here?
Yeah.
Hearing,
Ear.
yes, that is the auditory nerve. So
Auditory nerve.
yes, their piteous cries of that wounded soldier should not be heard by the other relatives or by the other laymen which are standing outside that compound or outside that area. And hence what they are doing, they are using the shrill notes of the drum. They are using the drum, they are causing the noise, so that that piteous cry will be suppressed. It will be a subtle, and hence they cannot heard that piteous cries. And the sound of the enemy's cannon that inspires his army with a fear is not audible by the loud boom of the big drum. So in this way they are suppresses the piteous crying by using the drum, by using the noise of that cannon. So in this way here also they are using the stronger force than the natural one. So these are all the examples belonging to the physical aspect. The next example is related to the moral aspect. So in the moral aspect, this nature's law of therapeutic is applicable to the moral plane of the human being. The weaker affection of anything in the moral plane is similar and is the stronger. So here he has given that ki the one example Haniman has given. If you read the chronic disease, or if you want to read the books written by Dr. Kane, he mentioned that कि जब आपके पास patient आता है, and if he is saying that कि suppose he is having the some mental complaints. He says that कि this is a pandemic है कोरोना का, so a lot of frustrations are there. जॉब गया है बहुत सारे लोगों का जो जॉब फिक्स हुआ था लेकिन वो अभी रिज्यूम नहीं कर रहे. So lot of problems are there related to the job, related to the financial condition, related to anything. So if the patient comes to you and he or she said that ki I am having XYZ problem. Suppose he is having the problem of the finance, if he is having the problem of the job, then he is having all the symptoms. लेकिन आप उसको ऐसा बोलोगे हाँ ठीक है ना जॉब दूसरा मिल जाएगा या फिर पैसे क्या आते जाते रहते. If you are giving such a mild answers, तो he will not get satisfied. He will get satisfied जब आप उसको बढ़ा चढ़ा के दुख बोलोगे. अगर आप उसको बोलोगे कि अरे मेरे पास एक दूसरा पेशेंट आता है तो उसका तो बेचारे का घर भी नहीं है खुद का. He is giving the rent and he is not having the money to give the rent. At least you are having your own house. At least you are with your family. That person is living alone. He is not having the food to eat. He is not having the money to give to the that owner, and he lost his job. So and he is not able to go to his village also, its native place. So ये इस दूसरा पेशेंट का जो प्रॉब्लम था ये पहले पेशेंट से बहुत ज्यादा था कि उसके पास घर नहीं है, खाने के लिए फूड नहीं है, पैसा नहीं है. सो ही विल फील बेटर. अरे बाप रे मुझसे भी बहुत बड़े ऐसे प्रॉब्लम्स है दुनिया में एंड पीपल आर फेसिंग दैट प्रॉब्लम, तो उसको थोड़ा ठीक लगेगा. सो इन दिस वे इफ यू आर, तो ये फिक्टिशियस भी हो सकता है या रियल भी हो सकता है. व्हाट इज आवर एम? टू रिलीव द sadness, to relieve the problem of the first patient, so that problem is weaker. and if you want बढ़ा चढ़ा के अगर आप उसको बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम बताओगे तो उसको लगेगा हाँ कि कुछ तो भी स्ट्रॉन्गर है and he feels better. He will be get relief from his frustration. So the same thing has mentioned here ki sorrow or the mourning of that affected person can be removed from his mind by giving the another greater cause of the sorrow, and it can be a fictitious. The same word he has used, Dr. Honeyman. It can be a fictitious, it can be a mere fiction. So this you can use in this way. You can make that one a stronger one. समझा ये example?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes,
Huh?
ma'am.
ओके द नेक्स्ट मॉरल. अभी यहाँ पे मॉरल क्या मिला आपको कि यू हैव टू डिक्रीज योर patient's problem by giving a bigger problem. It may be the fictitious or it may be the real. So this is the moral stories we have heard in our childhood, correct? So this is a moral कि you have to give the certain lesson to your patient, and that's why this is the moral aspect. Second thing is that injurious consequences of too great joy will be removed by drinking coffee, which produces an exclusively joyous state of mind. So when you are very excited, drink the coffee. It will excite your state in a more rapid way. So in this way, again, the weaker and stronger will overcome, and you after some time you will be जो सातवें आसमान पे थे आप वो आप जमीन पे आ जाओगे. So in this way, you can drink the coffee. So these are the two moral aspects of the 26th aphorism. And the last one is, that is the disease aspect. So in the disease aspect, he said that, I think the disease aspect is in the, it is not given here, but it is given in the aphorism further. यानी जब हम action of medicine पढ़ेंगे उसमें disease aspect आता है. But you can write down here also that disease aspect कि जिसको we will see that examples कि जिसको cowpox हुआ है उसको smallpox नहीं होगा, या जिसको itching है उसको cowpox नहीं होगा, या जिसको intermittent fever है उसको measles नहीं होंगे. So in this way he has given the disease aspect there. And the last example which is related to the Germans, कि द जर्मन्स को इतना उन्होंने दबा के रखा था कि दे आर आल्सो कॉन्कर बाय द सम ब्रिटिश से वो कॉन्करर थे. सो द सिचुएशन इतना उनको दबाना था वो जर्मन्स को कि एक दिन वो अपना सर उठा सके, सो दैट दे विल बी फाइट अगेंस्ट दैट कॉन्करर एंड फाइनली दे विल विन. तो डॉक्टर हनीमैन ऐसे बोल रहे कि इन दिस वे इफ यू आर क्रिएटिंग अ वीकर सिचुएशन, इन दैट वीकर सिचुएशन एक टाइम ऐसे आएगा कि यू विल बी अ स्ट्रॉन्गर वन, you will raise your head against that conqueror by the German and they will win the battle. So in this way he has given these examples to explain the stronger and to explain the weaker aspect. So weaker ko if you want to overcome, you should be a stronger one. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shall I move further?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the aphorism number 27. The curative power. Today Deepak is here. Who will take attendance? Deepak is not here, I think so. Who will take attendance? Just give me answer, Patkan.
Ma'am, I'll take.
Mention the name. Please follow the format.
Nuzhat.
Okay. So Nuzhat, those participants are present in both the sessions. Give them only the attendance. If your friend भी अगर उसमें है तो don't give the attendance. Just see अभी ये ऋषि लामखड़े अभी join हो रहा है and only the 9 minutes are left. I will not admit him.
Okay, ma'am.
So that in the 26th aphorism, he said about the curative power of medicine. So this power of medicine is totally depend upon the 2S. What are these 2S?
Similar and stronger.
Yes.
Similar and stronger.
Similar and stronger. So that medicine should be similar to that of the disease and it should be of superior strength. That is a stronger. So that each individual case of disease is most surely. Now in the 26 and 28 aphorism, they are related to the modus operandi of cure of the medicine. So your question ऐसे आता है बहुत बार कि explain the modus operandi of cure. तो उसमें you can start from the 26th aphorism. By giving the reference of 26th aphorism, you can start. So this curative power of medicine कैसी होगी? So this curative power of medicine is depends upon the similar symptoms and the stronger symptoms or the superior in strength than that of the case in front of that physician. And hence the cure will be a radical, it will be a more permanently annihilated and it will be removed by the medicine of producing the most similar and complete manner the totality of the symptom which is the same time are the stronger than disease. So how the medicine should be prescribed? The medicine should be prescribed on the basis of this totality of the symptom and the medicine should be a stronger one and the medicine should be a similar one, then only the modus operandi of the cure will be possible, which is given in the aphorism number 27. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So the
ma'am.
curative power of medicine is mentioned in 27. Ki the medicine should be similar, it should be stronger, and the third character is that.
मॅम
हाँ
मॅम आवाज ब्रेक होतोय.
सगळ्यांनाच असं वाटतंय का आवाज ब्रेक होतोय?
नाही, ma'am.
नाही मॅम.
अंजली तुझं
नाही.
कनेक्शन चेक कर मग.
मॅम मला येतोय, उर्वी बोलली.
अच्छा उर्वी होती का? उर्वी तुझं कनेक्शन चेक कर. So the three characters are given in the 27, that is the similar, stronger, and it should be based on the totality of symptoms. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Now in the aphorism number 28, as this nature law of cure manifests itself in every pure experiment and every true observation that I have told previously, कि this 26th aphorism or the nature's law of cure, it is not हवे में उन्होंने तीर नहीं मारा है, it is not the तुक्का that we are doing in objectives. It is a totally based on the pure experiment, that is our Cinchona bark experiment, and after that he has done the drug proving on himself of many drugs. Dr. Hahnemann ने खुद पे ही drug prove किए हैं बहुत सारी. So that is a pure experiment. And every true observer, that is जो pioneer से Kent, Boning Hussein या फिर Robert, so these are the true observer, these are the true follower of Dr. Kent or Dr. Hahnemann, and they observe the same thing, that is a similia similibus curantar plus nature's law of cure. And hence he used the word pure experiment or true observation in the world. So this 26th aphorism is totally based upon the not only experiment, but it is a pure experiment, and not only the observation, it is a very true observation. The fact in the consequently established. So consequently means finally, because of all these things, because of doing such hard work, finally the fact is established now. It matters little why maybe the scientific explanation or how it takes place. So now he is again giving the taunt to the allopathy, to the old school. Ki I have done the pure experiment with myself. My followers had done the same experiments. They observe me. They are following the path. Now there is no need to give any scientific explanation about this thing now. Now I am very much clear. Now there is no need to give the scientific explanation. I do not attach much importance to the attempt made to explain it. So he said that now in the previously only I have explained that 26 aphorism. I have explained the importance of vital force. I have explained the antipathy also. So now there is no need to explain again and again. But the following view seems to be command itself as the most probable one, as it is founded on the premises derived from experience. So he said that it is all the things that are derived, they are from the premises of the experience. We have experienced it, we have followed it, we have observed it. Now all the things which are scientific, we have done all the things. There is no deficiency, and hence here I will not give the much more explanation. All the things are scientific here. I have explained the nature's law of cure and the curative power of medicine also. Now I don't think there is much explanation is needed to the old school to accept the law of cure, which is said by Dr. Hahnemann. Clear up till now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sabko, all 30 participants?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So in the 28th aphorism, he is giving the certain instructions to the allopathy or to the old school. Okay, now I will not give any scientific explanation. Now this is very much clear by pure experiment and true observation. And this is all derived from the premises of experience. So he now उन पे चिढ़ गया था, Dr. Hahnemann चिढ़ गए थे उन पर. Okay, how much time I have to give the explanation? Now we will start the 29th aphorism. Shall I start?
Yes,
ma'am.
As
Yes, ma'am.
every disease, not entirely surgical, consists only in a spatial, morbid, dynamic alteration of our vital energy. We know now how the disease is caused. How the disease is caused in our body, which is not related to surgery. What is the cause of disease?
Derangement of vital force.
Yes, derangement of vital force. So there is a morbid dynamic alteration of the vital force will leads to the disease, and that disease will be manifested in the form of morbid signs and symptoms, or you can say that this will alter your sensation and this will alter your motion. So motion here means the movement. So in every homeopathic cure, this principle of life dynamically altered. The principle of life means what?
Vital force.
Yes, this vital force dynamically altered. By whom?
The morbid dynamic.
By
Yes,
Natural.
immaterial dynamic cause of the.
Cause, immaterial cause.
Yes.
Immaterial cause.
Yes. Join again.
Okay, ma'am.
This meeting will ended after just a few seconds. Join again. Okay. I will take it जब तक वो seconds पूरे नहीं होते हैं, लेकिन after the 5 minutes you join the meeting. Please after the 5 minutes. Huh? So
Okay,
this
okay.
altered by the natural disease, and it is ceased through the administration of medicinal potency. Cease means it will stop. So it will stop flowing inside our body. कब stop होंगे वो? Whenever you are giving the selected potency. So exact selected potency and exact similar medicine, symptom similarity के base पे when you are giving the stronger, similar, artificial